All right, we're in round one. This is a pretty fair looking hand, but I kind of don't want to mull it. We have quite a few 1 and 2 drop ramps that make this Garrick a lot better, so I think I'm going to keep. All right, another rampy deck. Uh-oh, Gen Wave. Not the ideal early draw. Green Sun for one. It's pretty good. It's a lot of ramp. Yeesh. All right, well. Hand's not really getting much better. All right, Courser. Oh no, Time Vault. All right. Well, hopefully that Stomp Howler can break the Time Vault before it breaks us. Yeesh. That was also a bad draw. All right. Well, I guess that gets us into Tameo range, but not feeling great. I guess he is running on one land right now. No plays. Interesting. That was also a bad draw. All right, let's do Garrick. Spit out a beast for a little bit of protection. And then we'll pass. So next turn, ideally I can Stomp Howler a Time Vault, and he doesn't just have Voltaic Key in his hand, but we'll find out. Worm Coil, also very big. Alright, please don't have Voltaic Key. Oh, well. Guess he's got everything. Alright, I'll F6. So we lose. That's a bummer, but bummers happen in Holiday Cube, so you got to accept bummers. I apologize. You know what? I'm going to pause it just so you guys don't have to sit through this, but I do want to eat up as much clock of his as I can, so I'll pause it. All right, we ended up getting about a minute and a half off our opponent's clock and a couple pieces of information. He's got Thragtusk in his deck. Hopefully he doesn't have the recurring Nightmare, but I don't know why else he'd be playing Polluted Delta. So I already dislike this matchup, mostly because I despise playing against Time Vault, but it is a Holiday Cube, folks. It is a Holiday Cube. So to be expected. Broken things happen. Nevinyrral's Disc, maybe he has to come in, but that was only because I just didn't get any of my ramp effects the entire game, which sucks, but it does happen. I kept a hand, I guess, that I have to mulligan in the future, or cross my fingers and have to be more hopeful to draw one of 9 spells, 8 spells, 7 spells, I guess. So maybe I have less ramp than I thought, and I need the Gruul Signet. I still just cannot fathom what I'm supposed to run the Signet over. I just cannot decide. I really can't. I have no idea what I'm supposed to cut if I need another ramp effect. Because I do think I need the ramp effect. I just don't know what I'm supposed to cut. Certainly not Stomp Howler now that I've seen Time Vault. Probably not a Planeswalker. Maybe the E-Witness? It's a powerful effect, but maybe I don't need it. All right, E-Witness is gone for another ramp effect. We'll see if that does anything. I wish I had more ways to destroy artifacts and enchantments, but I do not. So I think we're just going to run it again. Would like to play first. Well, hopefully we draw a land. It's going to make this Cobra play better. But I was going to say I probably should have just mulled this, but because I have both of my most expensive creatures, which might actually be true. I probably should have mulled this, but if I get a land, then I'm at least in Garruk Wildspeaker territory, so I've got some more ramp going. Gets me a little bit closer to my 8 drops. All right, pretty awful draw, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll draw a land next turn, and then we're in Garruk Wildspeaker territory. All right, get our land just in the nick of time. Put a beast out and pass. Next turn we're in Gilded Lotus, and then we're in Woodfall Primus Sundering Titan range, which is very nice. All right, Courser, land on top, then a Blade Splicer. So currently we can at least deal with everything, which is good. Okay, Wall of Roots, also good, but don't quite have the resources to do Wall of Roots plus Gilded Lotus. I'm just short. So let's do Gilded Lotus instead. And oh yeah, then I just do Gilded Lotus into Wall of Roots. Makes plenty of sense. So we'll play our Gilded Lotus. We'll jam our Wall of Roots. And that's all we got. So then we're at least in Woodfall Primus territory. I think we'll break I guess a forest. I don't know. Could also do Sundering Titan, and then I can destroy his forest, his plains. I probably do want to set him back 2 lands. So we'll go for that. I will have to break my own island, but I actually think that's fine. Gaddock Teague. Well, I'm playing creatures, so no issues here. I mean, it does turn off all of our planeswalkers, but that's all right. At least we have our big fat fatties in hand. All right, let's play Sundering Titan, blow up Forest, Plains, Island. All right. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll blow up Temple Garden. Oh, we can do Plains Forest. Oh, that's perfect. Plains, Forest, Island. So we got rid of his green sources, which is good. Guess we pass. Garruk has... oh, well, Forest on top's convenient for him. There's a Kiora's follower. So he is going to have Time Vault at some point. Got to slam Primus next turn and get rid of his forest again. And then we swing with Sundering Titan. Well, if he blows up our Titan now, we're still pretty good. Since when this leaves, I can blow up another forest and plains. But yeah, Gilded Lotus is way more brutal. So got us pretty good there. Looks like Woodfall Primus is not happening anymore. There's a forest, so we can do Cobra. That gets us up to 4 resources, 5, 6, 7 with Wall of Roots. Still just not enough. Stomp Howler doesn't really do much of anything, so I could overrun, but I don't think that's all that good just yet. I may have to. I feel like at this point we're just going to lose to Time Vault is basically how it goes. I'm not going to have time to do Stomp Howler before he plays a follower and then jams a Time Vault. So I think I'm better off just playing a dude right now, busting his golem, going up 1, setting me up for a overrun the next turn. I think that's the best I'm going to do. So let's swing with Sundering Titan first. See what his game plan is with taking 7 or chumping. I guess Wall of Blossoms goes in front of it. Well, I would have done the Wall of Blossoms, I guess. Maybe he wants to absorb more trample damage. That makes sense. So we'll play our forest. Say yes. Get a green source. Tap 2. Untap. Oop. Cancel. Untap 2. Play the Stomp Howler. Bust the Courser. That's actually better than the Golem. So now we've got a pretty good overrun. He doesn't have First Strike anymore either, which is kind of nice. Not that it's all that good against us, I guess. Ideally, no Time Vault. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. Elves of Deep Shadow. Well, that'd be one more thing to overrun, but I think we're just going to go for the overrun here. So get in with everything relevant here. He at least does have to block. He's losing the Gaddock Teague, which is good news. All right. So I'm hoping he doesn't have Time Vault, but I can't do anything about it if he does. Kiora. Let's draw. Play a land. Add a green. Get an Elves. Pass. See if he's got the Time Vault. Well, we had our fun while it lasted. We'll see you round 2.